This is ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Good evening once again and welcome to your second look at sports. I'm Charles Fisher. Once again, the Mark Knowles Celebrity Invitational Tournament is this coming weekend at the Atlantis Courts. Well, Mark gave us a list of the players that will be coming for this year's tournament.
Each year we've been very fortunate to have so many great players come to our shores. We've had the Andre Agassi's, the James Blakes, the Andy Murrays, Andy Roddicks, the list goes on, and this year is no exception. We've got Sabine Lisicki, who most of us watched her this summer make the Wimbledon final. She beat the greatest female player of all time, Serena Williams, on the way. We've got Lucy Safarova from the Czech Republic, a top 20 player in singles, top 10 in the world in doubles. Got Max Mirny, who's been as high as number 18 in the world in singles, number 1 in doubles, and a whole host of other professional players. So once again, the list is tremendous. It's going to be great tennis as always, and we really encourage everybody to come out on Saturday afternoon to see some great tennis.
Minister of Tourism, the Honorable O.B. Wilshcombe, endorsing this year's tournament.
This event has helped us to show the Bahamas to the world, and that there's yet another thing for people to do when they come to our country. So what we're hoping now is for Mark to allow us to work with him and to transform this Mark Knowles Invitational, Mark Knowles Celebrity, into the Mark Knowles Invitational. The Mark Knowles Invitational, we believe, will be able to attract players from around the world. It could become one of those tennis tournaments that the world looks forward to, and staged right here on our shores will again allow us to expand our sports tourism calendar.
Mark's ball, Vicky, very instrumental in putting all things together.
It's a lot of work, but it's so gratifying to see the results. But particularly, and I'll harp a little bit on the children. We've had some heart transplants and things for little kids that would not have made it without Mark's contributions. So the Heart and the Cancer Society are the huge beneficiaries of our largesse. It's a lot of work, but it's very, very well worth it.
This weekend it is the Mark Knowles Celebrity Invitational Tennis Tournament. Next weekend is the Battle for Atlantis, and the seating capacity, according to Michelle Wilshire, Vice President in charge of special events, will be at its fullest.
The capacity is at about 3,800 per game. What we're looking to do with a slight rejig, and if you guys remember from last year, the way the design of the seating is, in the corners we have the lower seating, so it's higher up on the squares and lower on the rounds. We're going to redesign to take the rounds the whole way up to the same level. So that should give us 700, 800 extra seats. That's going to take us to a point where we need to be, where we have potentially, if we're looking at, and I'll speak hypothetically, in 2014 and 2015, instead of having 2 teams that travel with 1,000 people, we have 6 teams that are going to travel with 2,000 people, essentially, because of what a rabid fan base they have. So yes, the plans are a little rejigged to see how we can maximize capacity.
Switching now to the Providence Women's Basketball Association play last night at the Donald Davis Gym. The Boomer G operators had an easy time with the Carabs of COB. They won 66-34. Prashanda Raming dropped in 18. Venetia Morse added 12.
I think the team this year is even better than the team last year, or despite the loss of Ashley Moss. I think we are deeper than we were last year. We were able to get with Sasha Ferguson back home, with Venetia Moss back home, with Tishka Silva coming over. We are deep. And we're looking for, and they're working hard.
NPWBA President Simone Benderby liking the competition so far in the league.
It's been going pretty good. I'm fairly impressed with what I'm seeing with our teams. The top 4 teams from last year seem to be making their waves again towards championship, as we have now introducing 2 new teams, and they too trying to find their way within the league. But so far, so good. I think it's been going pretty good.
How's the fan attendance been?
We've been having a steady stream of fans. I think everybody will ask for more fans, but I'm quite content with what we've been getting so far. I think we have been having good support.
How do you see the rest of the season panning out?
I think for the rest of the season, in terms of fans, I anticipate getting a whole lot more, particularly as we make a drive towards the second half. And then in terms of the teams, I see every game where teams are improving. So it's going to be a few upsets here and there, but I think it's going to be a pretty exciting season.
And that's it for Sports Wednesday. I'm Charles Fisher. Thanks for watching.
This is ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by 4th Terrace Diagnostic Center.